Christmas lights in the back. Oh, hello and welcome to the Oregonian's live music show, Oregonian Live Music, which we really should have called Mic Check. We thought of later. Too late, really, or not too late. Maybe we should just call it that. I'm Lizzie Acker. I'm a reporter with the Oregonian, Oregon Live, and we are here with Gregory Rawlins. Hello, Gregory.
Hello, everyone.
If you're just tuning in for the very first time, this is a show where we have Oregonians and Pacific Northwest musicians playing music right to your computer. Because we realized that after a year of this pandemic, a lot of us are missing live music, seeing it live in person, and a lot of musicians that we love are not able to tour and make money in the same ways that they used to be able to. So we wanted to support everyone in this exciting venture in this world. So with that said, we are obviously paying these musicians, but also if you are listening and you're just moved, you can send them some money. I give them a little tip, and we'll probably have it in the comment section. Gregory Rawlins PayPal. So just send him some money. You can also buy his albums, probably. Where could they do that?
It's a great question, Lizzie. I have two of my most recent solo albums on Junkerdashrecords.com. Junkerdash is a music label out of Boise. And then
Cool.
the rest of my solo music is on Bandcamp, which you can find, just type in Gregory Rawlins. And then I have a Seattle-based band called Sons of Guns, and that can be found. You just poke around. Mostly it's all Bandcamp, and Bandcamp is a wonderful small company that treats the artists really well. So I like that mode, and it's free to promote your music. So that's super cool.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I'm sure Julie can Julie's our producer. You can't see her, but she can probably put some links down there. And I should also then introduce you. I'm sorry. We had a week off. I'm just a little, I don't know. It's April now. It's April Fool's Day. But nobody should be doing April Fool's jokes today. I think we can all agree.
I thought yesterday was April Fool's Day. Fooled myself.
I did get April Fool's. Someone in Slack this morning, I was like, "That's April Fool's Day, watch out." And my coworker was like, "No, that was yesterday." And I was like, "Oh." So I got April Fool's. Anyway, Gregory, he is based in La Grande, which that's cool. We've had a lot of Portland-based people, but it's cool to be, La Grande. That's a nice place. It's pretty.
Yeah.
And let me just tell people a little bit about you. You're a singer-songwriter, recording artist, poet, actor.
Right.
Born and raised on the Kitsap Peninsula, so a real Pacific Northwesterner. And his latest solo work, Blackjack Pennsylvania, was released on Junkerdash Records, which you were just talking about. Yeah. And you can find it there. And that's what I was going to say about you. So I'm excited to hear you play some music. So I guess we should probably just get into it.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
And then we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Thanks, Gregory. Thanks.
Yeah. Well, this is the most. Let's see. I finished this one like last week. So we'll see how it goes. Never really finish anything though. This is called Little Mental Empire. Ooh, how you turn around, spin me right out of my shoes. Cast a spell on me, render me unable to move. Like a prisoner in a mile, white mile, little mental empire. And it's up with the day again, peeking through the slit of my blind. back undercover to wrestle with the weight of all time. My cabin on a mountain high, little mental empire. Come to me, honey, hold me close till the feeling gets gone. I fear I can't tame what I can't put a finger on. And right now she's running wild, little mental empire. And that song is finished. So this is my basement. This is a Pendleton wool blanket. This is a brand new guitar. And this is a $25 pawn shop guitar. And at this point, I'm not exactly sure what I should be doing. Oh,
hi, sorry about that. I was like, I can't. That's a cool guitar.
I just pictured you just going.
Oh my gosh, we've had definitely much worse technical difficulties than that. So far, things are going swimmingly. Right. I think we'll all be a little bit less stressed out when we don't have to do everything online, maybe.
Sure.
But, I don't know.
Yeah. Dear God, yes. But you know, we'll take what we can get.
Yeah, so totally. I mean, it's amazing that we have this. You know, if this was what 1918, we definitely wouldn't. It's better than 1918, is what I'm saying. It's better than if this happened in 1995.
Yeah.
Well, that was great. And thank you so much again for joining us. If you're just tuning in, you can look down here and you'll see that I'm Lizzie Acker with Oregonian Oregon Live, and that's Gregory Rawlins. I don't know how to point. So, Gregory, what are you working on right now? Music or life? I guess you're an actor too, so you could be working on all kinds of things.
Right. Well, I'm always writing songs, and I find that I typically have like 4 or 5 songs in the cooker, you know, and they sort of range genres to kind of keep me interested. You know, I'll be working on a folk song. I'll be recording kind of a weird experimental song, you know, that I could lay down on the computer and get a lot of, you know, that's where the kind of recording artist aspect of it rolls in. You know, nothing's off the table. I love to find you know, sounds, the field recordings and sound bites and then just, you know, weird soundscapes. But
cool.
Yeah. Also doing a lot of file sharing with fellow musicians, which is a really cool way. It's a good consolation. I'll say that much. You know, of course, we'd all love to be sharing the stage together, but certainly this time has ushered forth a lot of creative output if you can channel it in the right way. And with technology, what it is, back to the 1918 thing, you know, we couldn't keep collaborating remotely like that. You know, could you? I mean, imagine sending letters.
You could maybe write a book. I don't know.
Exactly.
I mean, we are so lucky in so many ways. There's so many bad things about this, but
Yeah.
I was just actually reading this little thing about the flu in 1918 and just how little information people were able to get. And then what do? If you in certain places you can't just stay at home. How you gonna eat? Like
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're really lucky in a lot of ways.
Cool.
But I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know. Maybe we're not too. um, so yeah, I guess what do you miss the most from a a year and 2 months ago?
Right. Uh, I miss seeing new towns, getting like a cultural snapshot of a town,
Hmm.
meeting new people, you know, going to an after party with strangers and pitching a
Hmm.
tent on their lawn or sleeping in their living room,
Yeah.
you know, waking up to their dog licking my face and the smell of bacon and eggs. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just the mystery of touring.
Yeah.
Um, I miss uh, just connecting with people. You know,
Hmm.
that's far and away the greatest thing about writing songs. For one, um, it's a great spiritual outlet for me. But
Hmm.
when somebody says that my music helps them through tough times or like really connects with them, then that's just the best part of it.
Hmm.
So it's a little bit harder to do that um, now, but it's
Right.
but
Yeah,
we're a resilient, adaptive society, I guess.
yeah, there's just no stranger like serendipitous stranger moments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I feel bad for kids in that way because I feel like for adults, a year is we have had all these experiences, but if you're a kid, like a year is so much time.
right. Yeah, yeah. As adults, we piss away years almost every other year.
Oh God. Yeah, I've wasted years on Law and Order.
Mm.
Just like a boy and Law and Order, that's a year gone.
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
but anyway, well then what is a good thing? Is there anything you've learned this year or anything that you'll hope to take away from it?
Yeah, I should have been reading more in recent years. It's funny, like I picked up the guitar pretty late. I was maybe 22 or 23. It
Mhm,
was mostly writing and reading and theater. Um,
mhm,
but with all this time, you can certainly use it for good or for evil. And uh, just off the top of my head, I've just been reading a whole bunch. Like if I come down to the
mhm,
basement and kind of come to my musical area and I'm just not feeling it that night, um, I'll make the conscious decision to know when to stop trying. Sometimes it's good to plow through,
mhm.
but sometimes you just leave it alone. And then I go up and I have a bath and I read and I
That's
drink
nice.
ice water. I'm in the middle of Moby Dick right now.
Oh, wow.
It's awesome.
Is it good? I haven't read it
It's
obviously
it's
since like
it's untouchable. It's absolutely amazing. So I'm a little
okay.
over halfway, and
Mhm.
I'm starting to pick and choose when I read it because I know it's going to end.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
because
that's really hard. Yeah.
it's such a huge book that
Mhm.
um, I couldn't read it fast enough
Uh-huh.
at the outset,
Uh-huh.
and um,
And now it's like dwindling.
yeah, there's a
Yeah.
finite timeline here. Um,
Yeah.
so that and
That's
just I just knowing, just cherishing friends and cherishing music. I think one thing
mhm,
it's done for um, musicians is there's a lot that we took for granted before,
mhm.
and
Yeah.
it's a good reality check, and um, it's a good lesson in cherishing.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That makes a lot of sense.
yeah,
Yeah, probably for everyone, honestly.
yeah, Yeah.
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 Well, those are great answers.
Thank you.
Highly endorse. I've also been reading a lot. The last couple weeks I haven't, but I've
Yeah.
been reading books. Like I've only been reading books I really want to read, and it's
Yeah.
so enjoyable. I
Yeah.
I was, an English major and blah blah blah, and there's so many
Yeah.
books I just like didn't enjoy reading or didn't read, and now I'm like, hey, I don't have to read books I don't want to read. Only read the books I want to read. And if
Yeah.
I'm not enjoying it, I just like, I'm done with it. That's fine. Someone
Yeah.
else, that's for someone else, not me.
Yep.
So awesome. Well, let's get back to music and just why don't you play for us some more?
Okay. Should I just play
Just
songs
play,
after songs?
just play songs after songs and,
Okay.
maybe, I guess 15, I don't know how many minutes, however
Okay.
long,
Okay. Cool.
10 minutes, 15 minutes. And then, then I'll come back on and then I'm prepped to put my baby down for a nap. So,
Sounds good.
that's our real time constraint here, the most
Yeah.
important one.
Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say that one of the greatest things about uh, developing songs is bouncing them off an audience. And since this is just about the closest I've come to bouncing songs off audiences in the last year plus, um, these are all brand new songs. And I might mumble through some of the words because they're not all the way written. But it's a performance I always say is worth 10 rehearsals. So let's give her a shot. You heard it here first. This is a song about my hometown. It's called Purty Spit Lady. Low tide was digesting bits of the day. The inlet was desert on decay. And the weight of my mood matched the oncoming moon. And center the mud so soothing. Pretty spit lady, rested the light man. Pretty spit lady, pure. Pretty spit lady, she bested the light man. Rendered the light man pure. Singing dollars patch out with drip glass shine on shadowless graffiti reruns. It stunk cause it did, and I stink cause I do, and bleed all the debris in my view. Pretty spit lady, arrested the light man. Pretty spit lady, pure. Pretty spit lady, she bested the light man. Rendered the light man pure. Pretty spit lady, arrested the light man. Pretty spit lady, pure. Pretty spit lady, she bested the light man. Rendered the light man pure. reflected, rainbow diffused. Walked in with 80 and came out with 2. Moon hang along with a disproving eye. It let you know about the walking. Walk behind, that's the man while you are man. All I need is time. 1,000 miles. Luck and lies by and by. First when that angel with a candle and smile, spoonlands a long while. I will be walking so bad on fire. Moving along with a disproving eye. And let's all we know better that when far behind not the walk where you don't entertain. All I need is time. 1,000 miles. Luck and lies by and by. All I need is over and done more at my door. Just one more. All I need is time. 1,000 miles, luck and lies, by and by. All I need is over and done, Lord, at my door. Just one more. That song's called Luck and Lies. This next song is called The Big Satiator. I think it's the first time I've ever played this for anybody. Nope. Not true. What a weird year. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Getting on my head and playing on my knees. Not now, I'll come down later. Waiting on a finest meal. Keep me that crystalline favor, big satiator. Thank you, everyone, and especially you, but not you, heckler. Silence. So while I'm playing, Lizzie, our DJ, is not on the screen. She may come back. Lizzie, if you don't come back, I'm going to play another song. I swear I'm going to do it.
We're, to be honest, we haven't had this except for...
Whoa, you just sounded like a robot monster.
Back in. Again.
Uh-oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you can hear me at all, but I just want to say that I'm in my basement and I got a new guitar, and that's it. Those are the two thends I wanted to say.
Hey there.
Hi, Julie.
I'm Lizzie's producer. I had Lizzie end her side of the broadcast. I'm going to try to get her back here in a minute. But if you want to play one more song, that would buy us some time to get Lizzie back.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'd love to.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. This is the last two were kind of raucous. This one's just a easy instrumental tune called In All Motions Else. This is off my most recent album, Blackjack, Pennsylvania.
Hi. Oh my gosh. She's a frog. Do you say hi, Nona? Sorry about that. It's so funny. I said, we haven't had any technical difficulties. And apparently while I was saying that, I sounded like some sort of robot. And was...
Oh, it was so awesome. That's the kind of stuff that I am like, oh, must record that. But yeah, I've never heard a sound like that.
I don't even know what it sounded like. I'll have to either go back and listen or not. Okay, well, she obviously has a request. Well, that was amazing. Thank you so much for playing and letting us into your basement and look at your cool Pendleton blanket. Sounded great. Thank you so much. So again, just remind everyone, if they want to buy your album, if they were just like overjoyed and they want to buy it, where can they look for it?
Well, you can go to junkerdashrecords.com. You could go to the website bandcamp.com and find my solo stuff. You can find my experimental rock project Catskills on there. You can find the Seattle-based band Sons of Guns on there. I did want to say that a year ago I had just released 2 albums, a solo album. Oh, hi, sweetie. And a Sons of Guns album. That's all right. Anyways, the Sons of Guns album and the tour in support of it, of course, went the way of the pandemic, but we returned back to our, respected wherevers, and we collaborated through quarantine and shared files and wrote a whole new album. And so my band Sons of Guns is releasing a new single every first Friday of the month. And tomorrow we release our second single.
That's awesome. Well, then everyone should be ready for that second single.
Something to help people along their way, we figure.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So yeah,
well,
it doesn't take too much digging, but you can find stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that Julie posted all the links.
Cool.
And I heard that Julie had to jump in for me too. So thank you, Julie, for being the best.
Thank you, Julie. Yeah. Hey,
and
thank you guys so much. It's such a great idea, and every little bit helps. And we're from on behalf of all the musicians out there. Thank you.
Well, thank you, and everybody else. You should tune in next week on Tuesday at 2 p.m. when we're gonna have Jeffrey Martin, and hopefully everything's falling apart now. The baby's going wild. But bye-bye. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Bye, Lizzie. My pleasure.
Bye.
See ya.